Hey, good morning. We haven't looked at a match in a while, so let's start with one that I just played and was fortunate to win. There are 8 blunders in this match, 7 checker moves, and 1 take blunder, so let's get right to it. I had this 2-1 early, and this is going to sound very familiar, but what I did was move 13 to 10, and what I should have done was make the 5 point and leave the 7 point, which sometimes I struggle to abandon a 4 point prime, which is nice, but making the 5 point is a thing you can keep forever. We'll move on to game 3, and I'm up 4-2, and I play double sixes this way, and oh boy, did I ever regret this. This was terrible because it left me with a final position here that just doesn't have very much flexibility to it. You are hoping to roll 6-3 or maybe 6-5 or something, but if you don't throw a number that you like, you're going to face an ugly decision against an okay kind of a board. And honestly, there's not a whole lot of race advantage here either. So that was not great of me. I was trying to spread it out, thinking I was giving myself more flexibility, and instead I was not leaving myself with any spares anywhere. So this is what I did, and this is what I should have done, and that would have left me, some coverage of the outfield here with my checkers on the 5 point and still a decent block on the 11 point. And then if I throw 6 anything, I've got 2 spare checkers here on the 7. So pretty bad error. Not thrilled about that one. Here I have a 3-2 and should have, again, I cost myself my flexibility by making this play and hoping I roll something better the next time out. And this board, I mean, it's okay, but it's not great. And it's clearly in a pay me now, pay me later situation. You'd rather pay now. If you get hit, you've got some return shots probably. And if you don't get hit, you've got some flexibility. And you don't get either of those things if you make the play that I made. Here's a 3-2. Again, I'm avoiding the problem, although avoiding the problem is actually a good idea. It's just don't give up your 6 point to do it. Here's a 6-1, which the 6 is fine, 8-2, and instead of just go ahead and make the 1 point, and then you've got multiple chances to make the 3 point later. I really sort of essentially blew this entire game. I mean, I didn't make that many blunders in this game, but I made them all at once and all in this attempt to sort of play Frogger and get through without getting hit. And just to show you how this eventually shook out after I made these blunders, there was one, and here's another one. And meanwhile, Red's building a board, and I've got a big mess. And eventually I play a 3-4 here, and Red comes in, and notice even though with the hit, I'm still behind in the race. And then I throw 6-3, which doesn't hit at all. No, it doesn't hit at all. Make that play, and then Red throws a 4-3, very ordinary number. And all of a sudden, I'm in this situation, let's show at the end of this roll, where I'm behind in the race. Even though I didn't get hit, I didn't do anything constructive for myself, and just sort of disastered this entire game. I don't hit with the needed ace here. Instead, I throw 6-2, and I get doubled out. So it was just pretty terrible play where that's a situation where you just want to go ahead and suck it up and risk the hit so that all of the things that happen afterward have a chance to be good. Here's a double 4 I misplayed, and the correct play would have been to leave that shot on the 13 instead and do a little more blockage on the on the 9. I noticed that again, you get into a situation where if you make the play that I made, that you do have a couple of spare checkers, but you're just still not as flexible and not as connected as you'd like to be. We get to game 9 here, and this is the DMP match. And I play 13-2 with this, and should have gone ahead and taken the risk of 20-9. Again, red's got a checker on the bar here, so it would take a 1 and 2 to come in, plus another 1 and 2 to hit. So there aren't that many hitting numbers. 2-6 would have been on the list too. So 1-2, 2-1, 1-1, 2-2, and 2-6. I think that's 8 rolls. So not so very many that wasn't a risk worth taking. And instead, I took a much more likely to get hit risk by playing 6-5. I mean, any of these positions are pretty strong. You notice that the numbers here are solidly plus, and I'm 79 to 80% to win this game. 71 here, but 79 here. So this is a pretty major blunder to do this, but red does bounce, and I'm able to cover, even though I misplay the 4. And from there, it was a pretty easy win in the match. So that's that. Just under 7 minutes. Thanks for watching.